On tonight. All right, so let's go ahead and hit record. I think it's blinking, so I think we're good.
Right on, we're recording.
So welcome everyone. I'm so glad you're here tonight. I am Josee Waller. I'm a gold ambassador here with Q Sciences.
I'm John Waller. I'm just her husband.
He's gold too.
In my heart, I am gold.
We are gold. Team effort for sure.
That's right, we are.
So we are the parents of 10 children. Yes, that's our family. 5 boys and 5 girls, aged 23 down to 20 months. And yes, I birthed the 23-year-old and the 20-month-year-old. And all the ones in between except for 3. We have, you want to tell them about our other 3?
We adopted 3 kids who are all their siblings from Ukraine 8 years ago. So they were older when we adopted them.
Mm-hmm.
We set out to adopt one. One turned into 3 siblings, and then she got pregnant right before we finished the adoption. So we went from 5 to 9 in 1 year, and then 4 years. How many years later? 5 years later.
Yep.
We had an unexpected surprise, and she is the best. So
yes,
she's our
the
favorite
baby.
child.
She's the baby in the picture right there being held, and
yes.
She's just the joy of our lives for sure. She has 5 mamas, so because I have 4 daughters, she actually has
that one, and that one, and the real mom's here. So here we go.
So she's definitely very spoiled, to say the least. So a little bit about our story and our journey. So I have a degree. I went to college got my undergraduate master's degree in speech and language pathology. I was we need to mute somebody. I was a speech pathologist for 7.5 years, and because I was wanting to have all these kiddos, I decided, oh my gosh, I feel like I need to be home. I feel like I need to be home with these children. And that was kind of my heart's desire anyways. And so we just decided that, well, he got a record deal. He's kind of famous, this guy.
No.
He's a Christian artist. Some of you may know his music. One of his songs was in the hit movie Fireproof, and it's called While I'm Waiting. And so that's kind of his claim to fame song. He's got some other amazing songs that have been out there as well. But that's just the one that we typically are known for. So he got this record deal, and I decided, oh my goodness, I get to come home. I get to be with the kids. We get to travel, road school, do all the things. And that was great. And it was awesome. It didn't last forever. Eventually I got to a place where I felt like I needed to participate and do something to contribute to our finances, because I don't know if you know this, but ministry is hard, and also being a musician.
Yeah.
So ministry and musicianship is
music's hard to monetize.
Yes, it is. It was like feast or famine for sure, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And so we prayed about something for me to do, and I decided to go into multi-level marketing about 8 years ago. Let's see, I don't even remember how many kids we had. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It was before our adoption.
Less.
Yeah, we had way less. And you want to share a little bit about this? Just my experience from going from one.
Yeah, well, we've always been into health and fitness. So the first company we started with was a health and fitness company. And we had been already doing the workouts for years, and someone was like, you can make money. And that's where we started with this company. We did it for a few years, but the culture didn't fit who she is. And so, we had some other companies that she tried, and the next one was definitely not who she was, but we made some good, decent money. And then the third one
Let's just say I learned a lot along the way.
Yeah.
I learned a lot of skills.
One thing I can say about all the companies is that those companies were well established when we got in.
Mm-hmm.
So in essence, we were late to the party with every business opportunity. So It was saturated every time. Even though she did okay, she had to work really hard for very little. And we're like, man, why are we always late to the party?
Yes, we did feel like that. So that brings me to my last company that I was doing. I did that one for 2 years, and I did really well with them. Like it transformed my health, because it was a health and
Mm-hmm.
wellness company. I became like a certain rank where I was making an average of like $4,500 to $500 a month. I was winning prizes,
Mm-hmm.
trips, shopping sprees. I was doing really well. I mean, it was definitely helping supplement our income, but we got to a place to where we needed more income, like from me, because my husband and I decided back in June, in the middle of the pandemic, to move our entire family. We had lived in California for 2 years, where he was a
Full-time worship
worship
pastor at a
pastor.
church.
Um, and we decided that we needed to move back to Georgia, where we're from. And so
Mm-hmm.
we literally, in faith, came back home and left his job. And so all the pressure was on me, right?
Right. Yes.
um, it wasn't, like there wasn't like churches weren't opening and all these, he wasn't necessarily having like concert opportunities. And so, with him being a musician, and that's like pretty much what he had done all of our marriage, so I was like, okay, I've got to really up my game here. So I was working 60 to 100 hours a week. And I was just, it was just felt like I was just barely moving forward. So
Yeah.
long story short, I started watching my personal mentor and friend on social media. She started posting about this company, and I was like, caught my eyes.
Because she had been with the previous company that you were with, so that's how we knew each other.
Yes. And we, for the entire month of August, took the whole month to pray and fast about our situation, just kind of where we were financially.
Mm-hmm.
We were kind of like in a pickle, I guess you could say, and really needed God to show up big, right? And
Right.
so one of the things we prayed about is, what, Lord, is next? Like, what is next for us? And so I really felt like when this opportunity came about, it was really easy for me to make the decision when I saw my mentor and friend Brittany Hitch posting about it, and she was having success right out of the gate. She showed me a few things, and I was like blown away. I was like, I cannot look at this and walk away. And
Mm-hmm.
so I nudged him in the middle of the night, and I was like, we have got to do this. Like, I feel like God has
Mm-hmm.
literally just led me straight to this opportunity and said, here you go. This is for you. I want you to take the fruit of your labor and hands over
Mm-hmm.
here, and you're going to be way more prosperous. And
But it wasn't without a sacrifice, because she had swept this leaders contest, $2,000 shopping spree, all these prizes, all these certain things that if she walked away, she was going to have to leave on the table.
yeah,
She didn't hesitate. She's like,
again, it
I
was like
see this and I
another
can't unsee it.
it was like another test of our faith. We were just
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, here we go. And we're kind of known for that. We do crazy things like adopt 3 kids from Ukraine and have 10 kids and, start coffee companies and all kinds of stuff. Like
We've done
a lot of
it
crazy
all.
things. And so here we were again. And I just felt like this is just another test of our faith. So that's what we did.
Yeah.
We jumped in. I left all of my income on the table. Okay. Again, that was our only income. other than
Right. That was scary.
some manna I felt like God gave us during that time,
Mm-hmm.
to help us. But oh my gosh, it was very scary. But I jumped in with both feet and did not look back, you guys. And I literally replaced my income that I had built in 2 years of my previous company in 1 month here. 1 month. I hit the rank of silver, which was $4,000 a month. And again, and then plus have all these bonuses on top of that. Then that got me
Mm-hmm.
way above what I was making from my previous company, even on an average basis over there. And then the second month, I doubled it. I did it again. I hit the rank of gold. And I mean, I could not have done it without this guy. Like he was literally doing all the parental things, just like homeschooling, cooking, taking the kids to school, because we have some that go to school and some that are homeschooled, and just doing everything. That's why I say we are gold, because I couldn't have done it without him. And so here we are, 3.5 months later. This is, I started literally the last week of October. And I am set to hit the next rank, which is going to be, again, it's going to quadruple what I was making with my other company if I hit it this month. And if I don't hit it this month, I know I'll hit it the next month, but I'm pretty darn sure I'm going to hit it this month because I'm tracking to hit it. So again, there's so much potential here, and we're just so blown away and so blessed to be here. So we want to tell you about why this is such an amazing opportunity.
Absolutely.
You want to share this?
The right company. Okay, so Q Sciences was founded in 2012. They had just a few products, and we'll even talk about those products shortly. But they did okay with their sales, but their comp plan was pretty bad, and they didn't have a lot of ambassadors. And so it didn't go very well. So, but they definitely had some cutting edge technology. They quadrupled I'm really bad at this. You should
Okay,
do that.
Okay, I'll do it. I try
I'm
to
a
give
good
him
support system.
I try to give him more opportunities to talk. So
Oh,
I've done this a
don't
little bit more
worry.
than he has, but you're doing great, babe. So anyway, so the right company, what I usually say here is like, it does matter. The right company does matter. What company you join does matter, and ground floor does matter. If anybody
Timing's
says
everything, for
that it
sure.
doesn't, then just look at what I just did in the last 3.5 months, and you can tell me that doesn't matter, because it does. So yeah, a lot of people think, well, if you're ground floor, then how are you founded in 2012?
Right, which is what I was getting at, and I
Yes.
lost my train of thought.
Yeah.
So yeah, they revamped the entire company in 2018 when they brought Jake Spencer in. We're going to introduce him.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about
him in a moment, but yeah, they redid everything in 2018. So it really truly is a ground floor. If you'd have gotten in back in 2012, that would have been 2 ground floor.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
They've refined everything. They've refined the comp plan. They refined the products, the marketing, the branding. Everything is top notch.
Yes. So in 2020, we quadrupled. That's pretty awesome, considering we were in a pandemic, right? So.
All right.
All right. Now this brings us to 3 gentlemen that have a lot to do with Q Sciences. And I'll talk a little bit about a couple of them, and you can talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want to talk about Jake, I can talk about the other 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so Mark Wilson is the CEO and founder. Basically, the history of Mark is that he was an NFL football player for the Raiders and Patriots, and he won 2 Super Bowls. He's the most amazing gentleman you'll ever meet. I actually got to meet him in Utah a couple weekends ago. And he was very successful. He retired out of the NFL and went into real estate, commercial real estate, did really well there, retired from that, and decided he was going to live out the rest of his life on the golf course. But then he was like, this is kind of getting old after about 6 months. And he's like, I want to do something more with my life. I want to, just leave a mark on my, in my life, make an impact. Yeah. And so he decided to do Q Sciences and he got together with Dr. Stephen Kimberly, this young gentleman over here on the right, the doctor. He was the WebMD he was the editor-in-chief of WebMD, and he is an amazing man. He's a naturopath doctor, but he also still believes in Western medicine, so he kind of combined the 2. But these 2 men got together and decided that they were going to start Q Sciences, and they wanted to make an impact on finances, and they wanted to make an impact on health. So they got together and they bought the rights to a vitamin called Qmax, which is still our best, most amazing product ever, that we kind of like upgraded and made better over the years. But this vitamin has 33 third-party studies done on it, independent studies. And so it's had, amazing testimonies from it. We have a whole story of why it was even created. If you ever want to hear it, an amazing testimony behind that. But it breaks down brain wall barriers, gets rid of heavy metals. It fills in nutritional gaps, and it helps with like traumatic brain injury, OCD, ADD. It's even known to help with mental health issues like anxiety and depression. Mm-hmm. So again, amazing product. So they started this company in 2012, and they only had about 700 ambassadors total. And so again, they weren't doing great as far as like growing ambassadors, but their products were pretty well. They did a lot of business with their products. Mm-hmm. So then they hired a consultant, Jake Spencer on the right, to come in and consult with them and help them, because they obviously didn't know what they were doing. So let's talk a little bit about Jake Spencer.
Yeah, Jake is really, honestly, a legend in the MLM world. He was tremendously successful. He and his wife both. made a lot of money doing multi-level marketing, and he just understands it and he gets it. So he came in to consult with Mark on the company, and basically he came in and rewrote the entire comp plan, helped rebrand the products because the original branding was a bit geriatric, and he came in and made it cool. Helped him develop some more products, and he's a really cool guy. But what I love about him is he's been in the field. He's done it, and he really was thinking about people like you and me when he wrote this comp plan, because he knows what's going to really draw people like us who are going to go out there and work it. And he wrote a comp plan that is second to nothing we've ever seen. And I got to spend a little time. We went out to
Utah.
Utah. He has a lodge up in the mountains. We got to go out there and spend some time with him. And I sat down with him and I was like, because we're just starting to do well with this company, and I'm like, well, what if the economy goes down? I mean, I was just concerned, as a husband and a father, and he said, when the economy goes down, MLMs always go through the roof. So if you're concerned about your future and your finances and what the economy might do and all that, this is a great time to get involved in a business like this. And so that was really cool.
Yeah. And let me just tell you, Mark Wilson is the most amazing person. Okay, so when we were in the mountains, like he got up at the crack of dawn to get us to the airport, and he literally like loaded our suitcases in this
the snow,
and this razor drove us down the mountain to our shuttle buses and was putting our suitcases in the buses. And he, popped his head in and was like, we'll see you soon,
Yeah.
And just, we connected with him on many levels through the weekend. And he just said some of the most inspiring things that we'll share one of those quotes here in a minute.
Well, he's what I like to call servant leadership. He leads by serving, and I can think of someone else that I read about in the Bible who did that. And so I love Mark Wilson.
Yes.
I love all these guys.
He could have had anybody do that, but he chooses to serve that way. And it just says a lot about this company. Okay, so the right timing is definitely, it matters. And I'll tell you about timing right now. We are in huge momentum. Not only our company, well, I should say not only our team, but our company is in huge momentum too. Our team, I've told you about our team momentum. My personal mentor, she's making more than the president of the United States. And she joined a month before I did.
I knew that. No.
And so that's team momentum right there. But company momentum is also about to happen. We have our convention this month.
Next week.
I don't know if you know anything about convention. If you've never done one of these businesses before, convention is huge, and there's a lot of momentum that comes from convention, because one, we have a lot of new product launches. There's a lot of excitement. People are getting lots of training, and so they're ready to put that training to work. So again, it's a company-wide momentum that we're moving into, and so we're all preparing, getting ready, because we know our businesses are going to explode before or like during and after this event.
Yeah.
It's just statistically that's what happens. So again, company momentum, team momentum. I told you about our company. It just relaunched in 2018, so we're still super ground floor. We've seen 700% growth since then. We are in actually 19 countries and growing. We're about to launch in Asia. So amazing timing, you guys.
Yes, and if you do decide to get to sign up, from this call, then you're going to want to get a ticket to the convention, which is going to be virtual, by the way.
Yes.
So you'll be able to do it, and you're going to start off the biggest launching pad month of the year. It's going to be this month.
It would be amazing. We'll tell you about that as well.
Let's talk about the products.
Yeah, so this is our full suite of products. One thing that Jake did when he came in, and he consulted with our company and then decided to join, he and his wife, is he came up with our whole full line of hemp. And so this is a full spectrum hemp line here that you see at the top. And then we also have nutritional supplements. We have fitness and weight loss supplements. And then we have our oral sprays down on the end. That's just kind of a quick overview. So this right here is one of our best, like I call it our staple item. It's called Qcor. And it's got that QMax vitamin. Remember that vitamin I was telling you about that we founded, back in 2012, our company on? So that vitamin is in this pack. And also it comes with a line, which is an anti-inflammatory supplement. So it's going to get rid of inflammation on a cellular level, which is really important because we all know that disease love. I mean, I always say this wrong.
Disease thrives with inflammation.
Yes, it does. So we want to get that inflammation down, right? It helps with like any puffiness in your face and your hands. It really help with any kind of aches and pains, arthritis, stuff like that too. And then we have our Qbiotics, which I'm a big fan of probiotics, pro and prebiotics because of gut health. Like that's what really turned my health around over the last couple of years. And so that also is in there. It's going to help, just boost your immune system and just fill back in your body with good bacteria, get rid of all the bad bacteria. So what I was going to say about that before he went to the next slide. It's okay.
I was just trying to stay ahead.
So look at this bag though. Isn't this beautiful? And this bag is biodegradable. This is some of the branding that Jake Spencer did. And those 3 bottles, you can buy them individually, but they actually come in that bag in their individual packets, AM and PM. They're just like these tiny little paper bag, not paper, but biodegradable
kind
bags.
Of a foil,
yeah.
Right.
And you just tear them open and you have your vitamins for the morning and for the evening. So you don't have to have all those bottles if you get the Qcor. And this product is like, if you were to sign up as an ambassador and buy just this product, then you would be getting enough product to be an active ambassador. So I highly, highly recommend if you do end up joining us, that this is where you start. I can hear our kids screaming in the other room. We have 3 little boys and they fight a lot. So you may have to excuse yourself.
To step out for a second, but anyway, keep going.
So this is some of our weight loss supplements, our vegan meal replacement shakes, the chocolate and vanilla. They're very clean, plant-based shakes. So if you're interested in something like that, those are great. And then we have the reason our Excel cream is here because it's our hemp and it helps with like muscle recovery. And I'm going to talk about the hemp in more detail in just a minute. Our boost spray helps increase your metabolism. You just spray it under your tongue sublingually. We have trim, which is like it helps with your
your metabolism.
It helps your metabolism. Yeah. It blocks carbs.
Yeah.
I already told you about Align. That's the anti-inflammatory. And then the sport drinks are like an energy drink. And so Qsport, the 2 different flavors there are awesome. And this is going to be like a great pre-workout drink. And again, it tastes amazing.
Yes. Can we move on?
Yep. Moving on. Our oral sprays. Oh my gosh. You want to talk about the oral sprays?
These are some of the coolest products. And I think I keep the B12 in my pocket all the time because B12 just gives you energy. And the fact that it goes in, under your tongue, it absorbs sublingually. I can't even say that word, but it gives you energy immediately. We got the C plus, which is vitamin C plus zinc. We have the D3. D3 is extremely important. Which you talked about the boost. The sleep spray we use.
That's our most popular product.
Most popular spray. We use it with our kids, even our 20-month-old every now and then if she's wired.
Listen, this is a parental decision if you want to use this. Like we don't use it forever all the time, just as needed.
As needed.
We do like 1/8 of the dose that you would do for an adult. So
disclaimer.
Yes.
And then Q Relief is for pain. So.
These are also methylated, which I'm not going to get into that, but if you know anything about, needing your vitamins to be methylated because of like a gene mutation, they are. So you're good on that.
All right. So next.
Okay. This is our beautiful full spectrum hemp. Let me explain it and then you can tell your testimony because he has a great testimony with our hemp. So our hemp line is awesome, you guys. We call it magic in a bottle. This is like full spectrum hemp. Our hemp has a patented bioabsorb technology, which means, I know that's a mouthful, it is water soluble. So if you were to take, give me that oil over there.
Where'd it go? Oh, it's behind here. Here it is.
So here's our hemp oil and here's some water. If I were to take this, I know, I'm going to demonstrate. If I were to take our oil and drop it in the water, you're probably not going to be able to see this, But in most oils, it would clump up at the top because water and oil don't mix, right? Everybody knows that from elementary school.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm looking in here right now, and I know you can't see this. You can't see this, but
It's dissolved.
it's dissolved. It disintegrates, and that is why our oil is it is amazing.
But what does that mean
It has
for
an
them?
85% absorption rate in
Bam.
like 6 to 10 minutes. And most of the oils that you get like on the market today only have a 6 to 10% absorption rate in like 90 minutes. So again, like you're going to feel our oil, and you put it under your tongue sublingually. We have so many, we have it for pets. We have the roll on, we have the cream, we have the gel for muscle recovery. We have all these different flavors: cinnamon, mocha, berry. Okay, so that's amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody agrees that's amazing. But let me just tell you something really quick, and then he's going to tell you a testimony about our hemp. We just took our technology, which is patented, and we took it back to the lab, and they revamped it again. They went even further with the technology and with the absorption rate. And that is what we are launching this month, like literally
Mm-hmm.
next week in our company. And it is going to
blow
up the hemp industry, okay? Because we are the only ones who have this technology. And again, like I feel like our company is always ahead. Like we were ahead of when hemp was launched, or when hemp was made legal in 2018. We were already there. We were launching our hemp, and it just exploded. So again, all of these products you see are going to be completely revamped with the new hemp, which I don't even know how to explain it, but I know that it's going to be amazing. And we tasted it when we were in Utah, and it was awesome. Like you feel it immediately. So I'm really excited about that. But let's just tell him, he's going to tell you just a little bit about his testimony with our hemp. He loves this stuff.
Yeah, I do. I was on medication. I was diagnosed at 12 with bipolar. My mother had it. And so I was on meds for 20 years of my life. I decided I did not want to be on meds for the rest of my life. And when hemp became legalized in 2018, I just started buying it from different sources. I bought some on Amazon. I bought some from just different companies. I had some people reach out to me about, businesses saying, hey, try this product. And so I tried different hemps, and I about gave up on hemp because it never did anything. I never felt hardly anything from any hemp that I tried. And what I found out later is that it wasn't absorbing, but for the reasons that she mentioned earlier, that it was oil, and not to mention how bad it tasted. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And just the film it left in your mouth, but it didn't absorb. And so when she signed on to this business, it was before we even had tried the products, where I was like, man, I hope the products are good, because we're in trouble if they're not.
Well, I probably would have sold chapstick with this comp plan. So.
Yeah, the comp plan sold her, but we ordered the product, and I got it. And I'm telling you, as soon as I tried it, less than 10 minutes, I could feel it working. It just works.
He notices when we run out, and he immediately is like, okay, do you got more coming? And he likes to keep his own bottle in his pocket.
I do, because I believe in it. And if you suffer from anxiety or depression or any kind of mental struggle, then hemp is so vital.
And let me just tell you real quick, hemp is not marijuana. It's a different plant, and it does not make you high. So just in case you were wondering that, we have a whole video that will explain the difference between hemp and CBD, and just how our hemp is made. I mean, it's amazing. It literally hits on the 5 pillars. We have a very detailed video. So when you get off this call, whoever invited you, tell them, say, I want to learn more about hemp and how y'all's hemp is made, and just some details on that, because I think you truly will be blown away at the technology behind it.
Yep.
We seriously are growing so quickly, you guys, and the hemp industry is expected to be a $20 billion industry by 2024. So again, I told you there's momentum company-wide. There's momentum, there is, something to be said about getting in on the hemp industry,
right.
With it being so new and planning to be, it's projected to be so huge. So that alone is enough reason to join our company. Like there's stores popping up left and right, that have
Right.
hemp in them and you can buy them,
CBD
or
everywhere.
CBD stores. People are just becoming more aware that it's something that we can use medicinally to help instead of having all these prescription drugs. And so again, like I wanted to be in on something like this, and I'm just so grateful that our company has hemp.
Mm.
So how can you get involved? There's two different ways. So if you've heard some things tonight and you're just like, this is not really for me, I'm not really interested in a business, let me just tell you, you can join as a preferred customer, and anybody who invited you here tonight would definitely appreciate if you asked for their website, you checked it out, looked at their, the products, had them maybe send you some videos or some PDFs on some of the products that I mentioned tonight and some others. Again, that you are supporting a small business. And so we so greatly appreciate that. Anytime somebody buys something from a small business owner, we all do a little dance for sure.
Yeah.
Instead of supporting the big brick and mortars, which, yeah. Again, I don't have to go there. But so one way you can sign up is as a preferred customer for $10, and you get wholesale pricing, which is 25% off of retail. So again, that's such a great price, and it's only $10 for the year. And you don't have to have a minimal order. Like you can order as small as you want or as much as you want when you can mute.
All right.
And there should be a button that you can press and mute all.
All right, just keep going.
Okay.
You're good.
And so where was that? How you join. Okay. Another way that you can join is hit mute. Another way that you can join is as an ambassador. You can become a business owner. If you like what you've heard, it's only $40. And holy cow, that's a pretty good deal, right? I mean, I've heard of like, can you imagine if you started a company, like how much money a brick and mortar would cost you? Literally, you're not going to have any products that you have to store in your home or ship or anything like that. You're not going to have any overhead fees or anything like that. Like $40, and you can become a business owner today. All you have to do is purchase a certain amount of product, which I can share more details about that with you if you want to join. And you get wholesale pricing. So one way or the other, you can get involved here.
Got it.
Okay. What does that say? The different ways you can earn money. Everybody likes to earn money, right? And we all can use money this
More
day and age.
of it.
More of it. Whether you want it to be like, I don't like that down there. So whether you want it to be like a supplemental type income, or you want it to be a lot of income, like our family, who is actually like, I'm the breadwinner of the family right now. So we earn 4 different ways. One of the ways that we earn is by our customers. So if you guys decide to, get product from your people tonight, instead of becoming an ambassador, when you order product, they're gonna earn 15% commission off of your order. And then as your customer base grows, you grow in your commission rate. So again, it'll go up each time you get like to 500 and then beyond. We also earn monthly team commission. So what does that mean? We get a monthly paycheck, and it is a guaranteed amount. There's no averages here. There's no like anywhere from this to this. If you hit this rank, no. When I hit silver that first month, my next paycheck was $4,000. Like it's guaranteed because I had X amount of volume in my overall team commission. And so basically that just means anybody who signs up as an ambassador under me, or an ambassador customer gives me volume, and that volume goes towards rank, and that rank gives me a residual income, which is awesome. Again, we get paid multiple levels, like infinite levels down. Okay. And I can explain that, I guess, when I get to the comp plan. We also have a third way we get paid is our rank bonuses. So when you hit the rank of silver, when you hit the rank of gold, or even just like the first 3 ranks, you guys, we have amazing bonuses right now. If you join and you hit the first 3 ranks within your first month, you can make $900. And we have people doing that in everything. Oh yeah. Residual and bonuses.
Yeah.
That's everything combined. Literally, like we have people doing that every day. Yeah. Like that is so common, and it's not hard here.
I think you did that in a week.
Yeah, I did. So that is another way we get paid. And then the fourth way that we get paid, which I just love so much, and this is kind of, I feel like one of those things that really sets our company apart, is our financial freedom movement. And Jake's wife, remember we talked about Jake, Sarah, this is her baby. She's a financial coach, and she and her husband, he was a guru, and they both made a lot of money. He retired at age 30. He was making a lot of money, and they saw so many people come into these businesses and do really well and then not know how to manage their money. And so their goal was to be able to help coach their ambassadors to know how to manage their money, to know how to budget, to know how to like pay off debt, and to truly work towards a financial freedom and not get worse off because you don't know how to, like, you overspend because you think you're making more and you don't really understand how this all works.
So that starts when you hit the rank.
Well, you get a free financial coach right when you sign up.
Right.
So for $40, technically you get a financial coach. Like that, if you were to like Google how much it costs to have one of those, it would be a lot. So
can I, now let me speak to that, because I'm the one that actually physically signed up for the FFM, which you have to sign up for it. And then what you do is you pick a debt of your choice, and then they are going to apply a certain amount of money.
This is when you hit a certain rank.
When you hit a certain rank. And so the rank that we're at now, they apply $400 a month to whatever debt we allot. So I just turned in a certain credit card, and I said, here's the account number and everything. I went to look at the statement the next month, and there was a $400 payment applied, and it's going to happen every month. And that's so dang cool, right?
Life is so much sweeter and enjoyable when you're not stressed about finances, right? I mean, marriages are better. Like, we're nicer to our kids. It's just so much sweeter. So we're really excited about that. Okay, so this is our comp plan. It's not very detailed, but if you just look at it like without like zooming in, it might look very detailed. And we do have a video recording of an explanation of all these different things that you see here. But basically, I've told you the different ways we get paid, and you can see in the top corner, it says 1. That's how we get paid customer volume or on customer commission. Number 2 is how we get our residual income. And so like if you'll scroll down to the rank of gold, this is where I am. You can see that I need 50,000 in volume, which is basically 500 orders a month underneath my organization. And that brings me over here to $8,000 monthly team commission. And then I also earn an $8,000 promotional rank bonus if I maintain this for 3 months. And then they pay that out over 2 consecutive months. And then if you scroll over here, this is the financial freedom movement. You'll look, gold is a $400 payment toward your monthly debt. So again, that's the 4 different ways we get paid. And, on that video, whoever invited you, if you want to see it broken down, they can explain how there's a maximum from each leg and how we build. Again, I said we build infinite levels. So there's no like peak to how far you can get paid down. So a lot of these companies, like my last company, we only got paid down 7 levels, and we built wide. Here we build deep. It's very different. If Mark and Jake wanted to make more money, we would build wide. And so again, like, this is why this company is so amazing. The fact that we're not only ground floor, but our compensation plan blows everybody's compensation plan out of the water. And there's been other companies that have tried and taken our comp plan and used it, and they're now rest in peace. Like, it didn't work for them. So Jake is the creator of this comp plan. And I think he just owns it. Like, he trains us on it. He shows us how to maximize it and leverage and all kinds of stuff. So again, like, if you aren't into that or you don't understand it, you would definitely get the tools and stuff to be able to understand it eventually. It took me about 2 months, and then I was like, oh, I get it. So, all right.
Future's in your hands, right?
Hey, and really quickly, I wanted to share one more thing. So we do have this thing called WinWin Evolve right now. And so if you join and you hit those first 3 ranks, Builder, Pro, Executive, you get an extra $150 or $25 if you hit that rank, those 3 ranks in your first month. And so does your ambassador. So whoever you sign up underneath gets that, and so do you. So that's just a little promo that we have going on right now. If you do it within your first week, you get 150 and they get 150. So I just wanted to share that little extra bonus there for the month of February. So yes, the future's in your hands, and I will let you wrap it up, babe. You want to?
Well, hopefully,
Huh?
I'm not gonna put
uh,
the mic because I don't want it to get
that
off.
this has been-
Okay. Well, I'm sure that she'll find it.
somebody,
Somebody can mute. I don't
Yeah, I'm sure that she'll. I guess she has a.
Oh, right here, right here, right here.
Yeah.
Mute.
Sorry, guys. No, that would mute us. All right, we're just going to wrap up. So the future is in your hands, and this is a great opportunity. And hopefully what you've seen and heard tonight, you'll be like, wow, I can't unsee that. I can't unhear that. So whoever invited you tonight, just get with them, and I'm sure they would be happy to help you, walk you through getting started. And this is a particularly great month to sign up, because just next week for only $25, you can be a part of the Velocity virtual convention, which is going to have some of the most amazing training, and you'll have momentum right out of the gate. So talk about
Yes,
putting
you will.
rocket fuel in your rocket. This is the month to do it.
Yes, you guys need to get in on this. And if you have any questions, again, reach out to whoever invited you. And if they don't know the answer, you want to ask me personally, or you want to get in a chat with me personally, I will be happy to chat with you. We will both try to answer your questions just to make you have more comfort and peace in moving forward if this is something you want to do. And again, ask for that comp plan if you want to see in more detail kind of how it works. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. God bless you, and maybe we'll see you on Q.
Thanks, guys.